Hear ye, gather round for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling, featuring the JDF Memorial Sovereign Sound Bowl. Welcome to the Nuckapee Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TC Lights, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Joined by King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name. Yeah, man.
What's good with it?
Had to add a little oomph to the intro, man. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to us on YouTube at YK Wrestling. Links to all the platforms and merchandise available at YKWrestling.com. Yeah, man. Feeling like Floyd in this Mayweather.
Big facts.
Getting hot, man.
It's acting different.
My man said it was 40 degrees where you at, though. It's good.
Bro, on God, this week, it was either Wednesday or Thursday. I get up in the morning, like, I don't even get up that. It's like 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm in there. And I go out. It's fucking 43 degrees. The second week of May.
Like, bro,
what the fuck we doing?
I seen somewhere. I have no idea where, but it was like a college track meet, and I think it was like, I want to say they doing tournaments, like conference tournaments for track.
Mm-hmm.
And like one of them conference tournaments, it was snowing, bro. They was just out there just doing all they shit in the snow.
Oh, hell.
Shot putting, hurdles, all that.
They wild. Can't be me.
Like, bro, listen, y'all got NILs and transfer portals and shit now. That would have been my last year. Like, nah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, we ain't pros. Like, this is not it. I'm sorry.
Like, I'm going somewhere where it's warm, my brother.
Right.
Get all that, bro. So shout out to the people that be out there in the snow doing shit. Yes. I couldn't do it no more. I had to get away from it.
Hell no.
Shout out to them. Bro. Hey, real quick, let's get into these shout outs, man. You know, we kind of be trying to talk about the UFC and stuff on here now, boxing and all that. Shout out and RIP to former boxing champion Art Jimerson. He competed at the very first UFC event. Had a tournament, and this motherfucker's like fought 3 rounds in one night.
Yeah,
that's wild to think about now.
That's back when it was like freestyle everything.
Facts. Like he fought. He's a boxer, so he fought with like one boxing glove on. That was allowed. He lost to eventual tournament winner Royce Gracie, who actually won the tournament. He wore a Brazilian jiu-jitsu gi, like the robe.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
The whole tournament, dog. And it's just like, damn, they was just letting them do whatever in that first tournament.
Yeah, it was like Mortal Kombat. Like, you just,
high key.
Whatever your background is, you just pairing up with somebody else with something different. You know what I'm saying?
That's all. Cool. They should start doing that now. Like, they probably not allowed to, like, athletic commissions and stuff overseeing how they do things, but that was pretty unique. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, that was some crazy shit.
Shout out to whoever was running shit back then. It wasn't Dana. I don't remember who though. Dana didn't come around for a good like 10 years.
Right.
He just took that shit to another level. I remember it was first getting popular because you remember they had the other shit. Like what was this shit? Elite XC. That like Kimbo Slice was in. He lost the old boy with the pink hair.
Yeah, that's right. Dog,
that was like their second event, bro. That shit killed their whole company. Like that shit was wild.
Kimbo was that dude too.
And then Kimbo still got a fucking contract with the UFC like right after that. He went straight to the UFC after that. Beat the shit out of my boy Houston Alexander.
Yeah,
that's a name only people in Omaha know. Hey man, just want to circle back to the original topic though. Let's get back on track. RIP the Art Jimerson.
Bum, 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 bum.
And we got some more beef this week. No Diddy. We had the rap beef all last week. And then
Yep.
like this past week, we got a little bit more rap beef. Like the game wanted to shoehorn himself into the situation.
Oh my god.
Like he do everything.
This
Like
nigga finds
nobody,
beef to get into.
bro. Like nobody is asking where game at. You like
That's
the
what I'm
West Coast
saying.
Ja Rule. Like who the fuck cares what the game think at a time like this, nigga?
Oh man.
We have some sports beef this week though. You see, Shaq and Shannon Sharp was going at it.
I'm like, yo.
Former WrestleMania participant Shaq, undefeated.
Right. Right.
Shaq undefeated. That's crazy.
He is.
Technically. Yeah, this man Shannon Sharp said Shaq couldn't be considered a GOAT, or I think he was just talking in general, like on some consensus stuff like that. People don't put him in the GOAT rankings because of work ethic, which kind of I agree. Haven't seen it up close and personal, following the Lakers my whole life.
Hey,
but
listen. Kobe
he
said
was
it
cold
himself.
though. Yeah, he said it himself. Like,
so I ain't arguing with Kobe.
This motherfucker showed up to camp overweight. He ain't do nothing. He ain't stay in shape at all in the summer.
Yep.
Because they wasn't trying to give him the money he wanted. So he said, man, fuck this. I'm showing up however to work. And he was still cold. That's the crazy part. Shaq give you 30 and 15 any given night. I almost say any given Sunday, any given night. No matter what day it is.
That's a fact.
Overweight and all. So just imagine what Shannon Sharp was kind of talking about.
Right.
Imagine if he did have that drive and that work ethic, he would be the GOAT, honestly.
No. Kobe said, I forget what interview he did with it. He's like, well, what if Shaq had that kind of work ethic? He's like, man, we would have had like 10 fucking championships.
Facts.
And
that's why I be so salty. That's why I be so salty, because we would have went crazy.
Facts.
But, Shaq, you know how he do. Somebody say something about Shaq he don't like, he firing back.
Always.
Like, even if you sitting right next to him on national television live,
Chuck,
he gonna fire back. Charles Barkley say something Shaq don't like, man. Shaq going for the low blow.
Oh my god.
He said, that's why your ass don't got no rings, bum. Yeah, he had to respond back with a diss track on Shannon, though. Did you listen to that?
Nah.
Let's put all these wrestlers dropping diss tracks. We had Rikishi last week, Shaq.
The last time Shaq did a diss, it was some Kobe shit.
Tell me how my ass tastes.
Yeah, Paul. I'll never forget that shit. I'm like, dog, what?
Hey, Kobe responded.
Cool after that.
2 straight rings.
Right.
I got you, bro. Hey, you remember he got that 5th one? They asked him. He was like, "How you feel?" He said, "I got one more than Shaq." Shout out to motherfuckers beefing this month, man. I listened to that Kendrick record like a crazy amount of times this week. Like, bro, how you got an anthem about a nigga being a pedophile and that shit hard?
That's a damn shame.
That's wild. That shit make you want to dance, bro. That shit,
that's what I'm saying, man. We've been wilding this last month.
All year, really.
Yeah.
Tell y'all, man, Cat Williams opened up the portal, so it's just like hate. Motherfucking Drake getting his house shot.
Dog.
Like, damn.
Like, this rap beef.
The Weeknd really got shooters, bro. It's R&B niggas doing this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this ain't the 90s. Like, we ain't doing this shit no more.
It's R&B niggas, though. That's the crazy part.
Right.
The Weeknd. And The Weeknd more of a pop star. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
How you got a pop star got shooters out here? What's good?
That is not the person you think would be about it ever.
Hey, no, R&B dudes used to be crazy back in the day, so it kind of tracks.
Mm.
Like, I don't know if y'all knew this. This might be the first time y'all ever heard this, but Barry White used to be a blood.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, hold up, bro.
Yeah, I'm dead ass, bro. He wasn't
Yo,
like a blood. He wasn't like a blood because like the Bloods didn't exist in their own way, but he was like from one of them sets that like became a Bloods like after a while.
hey, hold
Yeah,
up, bro.
Barry White was gang banging back in like the
Hold the
50s, not the
fuck
50s,
up.
maybe like the 60s.
This nigga, yo,
Yeah, Barry
Barry
White.
White was banging. Hold up,
Yeah, nigga was out here, bro.
damn.
You remember the gang bang? They used to roll to the R&B back in the day too. But they ain't had no rap music. They used to be riding around to Curtis Mayfield.
God damn. And his first thing it says on Wiki after his release from jail, White left the gang life for a musical career.
Hey, I told y'all think I was lying.
Oh man. Bruh.
Hey man,
I ain't never heard that shit before. That's
TC George
crazy.
Washington up here. I cannot tell a lie.
Damn.
I might come
Okay.
on here and say something outlandish, but that should be true though.
Yeah. Yeah. That's wild as hell.
And shout out to Barry White turning his life around. Made some good music. Great
Facts.
music. RP Barry White, man. Let's talk about this week in wrestling history. 2002, J Sports Entertainment, owned by Jerry and Jeff Jarrett, announced the launch of Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, NWA affiliate, which would eventually become its own entity. And it's like a cockroach. It's still around. Should have
Yeah.
died years ago, and it's still around. That's fire to me. Like, and
Yeah.
they got some backing. They owned by a company that owns their own network, so they got TV.
Yes, sir.
They put in money. They pay people. I'm sure on time now. 5 years ago, they wasn't paying people on time.
Yeah, it was little problems. You know what I'm
Yeah, a
saying?
lot of problems. They was going the way of ECW and WCW at the same time.
Big facts.
But eventually, they turned it around and they still kicking, still putting on some good wrestling.
Yep.
Shout out to them down there. 2007, Edge defeated Mr. Kennedy on Monday Night Raw to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Went to SmackDown that same week and defeated The Undertaker to win the World Heavyweight title after Undertaker got the shit beat out of him in a war versus
Yo.
Batista in a cage. And then he got his
Bro.
ass cooked by Mark Henry too, right before Edge came out.
I remember this because this was back when .com used to piss me off because they
Bruh.
would record on Tuesday and post the results on Tuesday, knowing that we're not going to see the TV until Friday. So
Facts, like let
when
something
Kurt,
major happen on the show, they spoiling it themselves, like before
that's
it
what I'm
get out by
saying.
anybody.
They did that twice that year because Kurt, no, the year before, Kurt won the world title. And I'm like, I didn't even know Batista was hurt. So Tuesday come and I see Kurt holding the world title. I'm like, yo, fuck is this? Then we gonna say later on, like, yeah, Batista got hurt, he got injured, we had to crown a new champ. It was the same shit with this shit, with Edge. I'm like, yo, how Edge got the world title all of a sudden? Like, what happened? What I miss? Yeah.
Yeah. I was unfortunately went online that night, and that's how I
Mm-hmm.
found out.
Yeah.
Cause I was just like, oh, that's why they gave him the briefcase last night. Cause everybody want to get hurt at the same time. He just kind of got lucky in that sense.
Yeah.
It made sense for him to be the one to do it too. Like, I don't think they could have pulled that off with anybody. Fucked up part, Edge
Sure.
got hurt right after that too. He had to vacate the
Yeah.
belt.
He only had it like what, 3 months?
It wasn't even that long. It was like 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, no, because whatchamacalls it?
Khali.
Yeah.
Khali won it in a battle royal like after Edge had to vacate. Cause I
Yeah,
think
he
Edge was supposed to face Batista at the pay-per-view.
I think it was no, he was supposed to face Kane at Great
Yeah.
American Bash. That was it was in July. Then they had to
And
pull him out
then
of there and then it
Kane
turned into
and
a triple
Khali
threat.
and Batista.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yep.
shit was weak.
It was. That whole summer was
I fucked with Khali though, but like that shit was kind of weak, bro. That whole summer was just different.
yeah, it was bad.
For reasons that we know, and then other reasons
right.
like the main thing was that we know happened in 07, and then like how many motherfuckers got suspended like a month later for
Oh yeah,
steroids?
yeah. Because they
Edge was
like
one of them niggas. Edge was hurt too and got suspended.
right him. I think Randy
Booker,
Book.
I don't know if Randy was in it. He might have been. I know John Morrison was because he had to drop the
Yeah,
belt to Punk. Kennedy
right.
was in it because he was supposed to be Vince's son, and he got
Mm-hmm.
suspended right after that shit. They had to speed
Yeah,
that shit up and then fucking hornswoggle.
right.
So yeah, they ruined a lot of shit in '07. Got fucked up because
And
just
this was
a whole
this
bunch
was
of different
after.
factors.
Yeah, this was after they had Kennedy drop the briefcase because they thought he was going to be hurt for a long time. Then come to find out, oh no, he just needs some rehab. He'll be back. He'll be fine.
Right.
Then this motherfucker go get suspended. Like, fumbling your bag, bro.
'07, one of the worst years in wrestling history, dog.
Oh, for sure.
TNA was putting in some work though. That's around the time dudes was starting to trying to put TNA over to WWE.
Oh yeah.
Whereas it's like I think WWE's main issues in '07, they kind of set the tone though themselves. WWE
Mm-hmm.
did.
Yeah.
Because who won the very first match in WWE in 2007?
Kevin
Kevin
Federline.
Federline.
Some bullshit. Like,
So just from there, y'all there's nowhere to go but damn,
yeah, yeah.
honestly.
Even if it didn't happen, it still would have been one of them down years because it was like you had some good
People
shit
still would have got suspended.
fluttered in the middle, you know what I'm saying? But
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
some
just
good
like,
stuff going on.
yeah, yeah. But it's
But
just
it's
like,
like, what's that analogy of bad apples?
yep.
Like one bad apple gonna ruin the bunch, but then you got a bunch of bad apples when you got like you still probably got a majority of decent apples, but them bad apples you just focus on so much to where
Right.
that shit just don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And that was 2007 WWE because yeah, they had some good stuff. They had I thought John Cena's reign outside of losing the Federline was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the shit they was doing with Bobby was cool, in the early stages.
About to say
Umaga
until we got to do
till
Rag
Mania,
Vince.
yeah, until after Mania, then it was just like Durag Vince I enjoyed, but like
It was funny.
I can enjoy something and admit that it's not good.
Right.
Like we didn't want to see that.
Like I was laughing at it. That don't mean like I thought it was the right thing to be doing.
Yeah, like I enjoyed kind of what they were doing in ECW, even though that was clearly not what it was a year before. But it was still some good shit.
I don't know if they ever recovered from December to Dismember.
Nah, they did not. That was the shift. And the shift
Yeah.
was so obvious at that point.
Well, once Paul left, it was DOA.
Yeah. I think Dusty was down there. I could have sworn they said Dusty was down there around that time. But even Dusty couldn't help keep that shit
No,
rocking for too much longer.
I think he was because it was right around the time he was coming back on TV.
Yeah, with Cody. That was when Cody debuted too. Like
Yep.
that summer. So that's like, but the bad shit, the Trump and Rosie O'Donnell that
Oh
happened.
my god. He had the ice cream cake.
Man,
Oh.
yeah. '07, all bad. Then 2008, Samoa Joe retained the TNA World Heavyweight Championship against Scott Steiner and Kazarian at Sacrifice with only an 8 1/3 chance of winning.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Compared to Scott Steiner's 25% chance if they
That's
was to go
crazy.
one-on-one.
Crazy.
Kurt Angle had to drop out. So even if you added Kurt Angle into the mix, it didn't matter. They added Kazarian, which might have Kazarian versus Kurt Angle, that might have raised Samoa Joe's chances of winning up a little bit more. So
Oh,
that's
for sure.
probably why he ended up winning because 8 1/3 chance, very low odds.
Mm-hmm.
But when you take Kurt Angle from the mix, your chances of winning drastic go up. Hey man, happy birthday this past week to Lash Legend, Colt Cabana, Dakota Kai, Tonga Loa, Piper Niven. Aki Bono would have turned 55. I don't remember if I mentioned Aki Bono passed away a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Competed at WrestleMania 21 versus The Big Show in a sumo match. Undefeated at WrestleMania, Aki Bono was
Mm-hmm.
technically.
Yeah.
along with Michael Cole. And who else is undefeated at Mania? Bianca. That's
Yeah,
it.
Miss Mania.
Lawrence Taylor is undefeated. Snooki, I believe, is as well.
Uh,
Apparently, Pat McAfee is undefeated at WrestleMania, even though I saw that with my own eyes. I saw him get pinned.
I'm about to say, yeah, like, unless Vince don't count his shit, because we all watched
They not
that.
counting it. Apparently, they always keep saying how Pat McAfee undefeated at Mania along with
That's
Michael
crazy.
Cole. So
That's really crazy.
yeah, they redacted this nigga crazy.
Changing rules out here. I don't like it.
They say, nah, you don't got no Mania wins, nigga. You lost all your matches.
That's crazy.
Owen Hart would have turned 59 this past week. Owen Hart and Kevin Owens got the same birthday, and that shit catches me by surprise every year.
Damn.
That's crazy. So happy birthday to Kevin Owens. They also share a birthday with Will Ospreay, apparently.
Imagine that.
That's wild.
It is.
Tommaso Ciampa, happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to Io Sky, Axiom, William Regal. What the hell accent was that? That wasn't a
Oh
William
no.
Regal accent. William Regal. I don't know. I can't. I used to be able to do a William Regal accent. So I don't know what happened.
Once upon a time.
Yeah. Humberto Garza Jr., the father of Humberto Carrillo, and the uncle of Angel Garza, who
Okay.
Angel Garza is name is Humberto Garza, I think. I don't know. Shit's weird. I don't know.
Is it like they get shortened it to like Berto or something?
No, that's Humberto Carrillo. It's Berto.
Oh,
And Angel is Angel, but they both real names is Humberto.
really?
They both got the same like shoot name. They just got different last names.
That's
And their
wild.
cousins for real. Like, imagine you got the same name as your cousin. That's lazy. That would have pissed me off.
Right.
Like me and my cousin growing up, we got the same name.
Like y'all couldn't have had a talk beforehand. Like, yo,
Right.
I done already named this one. Like, y'all switch up. We ain't trying to have this conversation at the looking when we get together.
Happy birthday to Billy Kidman, Bobby Roode, Lindsay Dorado, Doug Basham, Kushida, and closing out this happy birthday to Ricky Ortiz.
What happened to that boy?
Yeah, happened to Ricky Ortiz. We need to find that out.
Yeah.
Where we
Good
at in the
Lord.
royal address of rumors, man? I heard we finally got a decision on where we're gonna be able to watch Monday Night Raw for the rest of the year.
Yeah. So yeah, they're gonna close it out on the USA Network. So before the shift over to Netflix, they're gonna stay on USA, and then SmackDown's gonna be jumping on shortly after that. But yeah,
And they say they moved up SmackDown like a month too.
yeah, it's good. It's happening sooner.
Apparently, it's still gonna be on Fridays on USA.
Yeah. Then NXT going to CW, and lest we forget NWA coming to CW as well.
Yeah, they said let's get in on this wrestling shit, man.
Yeah, they
Might as
out
well pick up
there.
AEW while they at it too. Shit.
Yeah, I saw something about that. I saw something about that too. The deal they have with Warner Brothers is expiring at the end of the year. So yeah, they don't need to be looking for something. And so is the contract of Bryan Danielson.
Hey.
So he
Already?
got yeah.
Damn, it's been that long already. That's crazy.
It has.
He ain't did shit there.
Yeah, and he got about 6.5 more months to come to his damn senses.
Hey, listen, dog. We right here, dog. We right here. Go ahead, get that induction, dog.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I'm on the fence. Now that we got an idea of how they gonna still be doing stuff next year, SmackDown still, gonna be on Fridays. They might still do the Hall the same exact way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, dog. I'm on the fence about if I want to go to that. They put Bryan Danielson in there. I'm gonna have to roll.
Right. Like,
You
why
know what to
not,
do.
man? Go ahead and pull up. And also, speaking of jumping ship, I don't know if this is a joke. I don't know if this was legit or not. But Derek Lewis was asked about crossing over to WWE. Y'all don't know who Derek Lewis is. He's a knockout artist in UFC, big boy in the heavyweights. Uh, he was asked about TKO, and he said, "Yeah, we're actually in talks right now. I've been talking for a few months." And he said he's supposed to go down in February to check some things out. But he said he had some ideas. Yeah. He said he had some ideas. He might do like the stink face like Rikishi or something.
He ain't serious.
We ain't doing that in the PG era no more, fam. But it would be dope though, because Derek Lewis, unlike some former UFC fighters, actually has some personality. He can talk good on the mic, and so big meaty man over there. Pause, but that's where that's an area where you could thrive at. We got a whole genre at this point of dudes that fit that mold. So you could go with it. Alicia Taylor's officially on SmackDown, and Mike Rome done got sent down to NXT. So we got black women announcing on the main roster.
Black women the voices of WWE now. That's hard.
Yeah, we working. We working.
I heard about your audit. Here's a consolation. I'll take it for now. I'll take it until the summer over with. Then I'm gonna need y'all to get back on track.
That's what I'm saying. They getting their flowers. They get their flowers. Yo, fucking what's his face? What's old boy name? I can't think of him. Dude that got the show with the tennis racket. What's his goddamn name? I can't. Cornette. There we go. Cornette was actually giving Sam her flowers the other day too, which shocked the shit out of me. But
listen, I saw that too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save it. I'm
packing the edits, guess what?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we gonna come back to it. We gonna come back to it.
Circle back to that.
So going forward, obviously we mentioned the news last week about where Mania is gonna be at this year. But going forward, so how we gonna do who's going to Mania? Basically, the way they say it is that whoever's throwing the most money. So get your paper up. Basically. Like, no, they say basically like the typical favorites that come up every year, like New Orleans, Orlando, they're not gonna be favorites anymore. At the end of the day, they open it up the books. Whoever puts the highest bids in, put the most money in, you're looking in your direction. So we was saying like just last week or like 2 weeks ago, like we'll probably be back this place, that place next year. Nah, we ain't doing that no more. So like now Saudi wants to make a bid, London, you know what I'm saying? Minneapolis still trying. It's probably at this point it probably ain't gonna happen for a long time. But
yeah, man, we talked about that already.
Yeah. But yeah, ever since the acquisition and the branding with TKO, they're like, listen, we trying to do business. So future considerations is about how much they want to put up. So
shit, Jerry might have to put that shit back in there again.
Yeah, man.
Jerry liked the money he got a couple years back.
Right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Endeavor for pushing for Vegas though, man.
Oh yeah, you knew it was coming.
Cause I seen something as well, like in regards to that. They was like Minneapolis was probably gonna be favored until the new ownership took over. So I do appreciate that, because they got that connection. UFC, WWE.
Of course.
That's their thing now. Vegas. UFC is headquartered in Vegas, so it's headquartered in the Enterprise, technically, which is just like it's Vegas, my dude. Same shit. But I have a new thing now. I'm gonna try to do every week until WrestleMania. I'm gonna shoehorn us talking about Vegas Mania into every episode. Somehow, some way.
Big facts.
Just we're gonna speak it into existence even more.
Hell
We
yeah.
still gotta get the tickets, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's here. We just gotta. So shout out to the for anybody who needs to know this. There is an in and out and walking distance from the stadium for next year.
Bet.
I can go get you some in and out and then walk over to the stadium and go watch the show. And then after the show, there's also a strip club in walking distance too.
There is.
Walk to the strip club.
Bet.
Yeah.
Have yourself a good weekend.
Yeah, man. There's a Starbucks right there too, dog. Everything you need.
There's a lot
Two
of
gas stations. So you need to go get, the convenience store for any reasons. There's two of them right there, dog.
Yeah. Most people know. Most people know it's just a giant playground for adults, but you know.
Yeah. I mean it's right there. I'm in literal walking distance though. Like, just walk across the street, bam.
Yeah.
Like, you don't gotta go all crazy. It's not like, the strip is confusing to get to, because like the strip clubs near the strip is like ducked off.
Right. That's a fact. Oh,
like Floyd shit, all that shit ducked off. Like, you gotta get an Uber and then just like be careful out there.
Oh yeah.
And then for y'all, got some more tips for Vegas, man. Y'all coming to Vegas next year. If you gonna stay at the Strat, that's fine. Make sure your ass is inside before like 8 o'clock.
I'll say it ain't about to be me. Nope.
Do not walk around near the Strat at night. If you gotta walk around in a big group of people.
Yep.
Because if you gotta go to any of the stores or anywhere nearby at night, it's some crazy motherfuckers around there.
Yeah.
Everybody in Vegas know that. Just don't walk around the Strat at night.
Nah.
Circus, don't walk around Circus at night.
Hey, listen. it just be looking sketchy, so I'm just like, nah, fam.
Yeah, man. If y'all one of the people that got the bread like that, y'all stay in that Resorts World, there's no reason for you to leave Resorts World. It's called Resorts World. That shit is in a sketchy area too once you leave the property. So I'm just saying, listen to your boy.
Like inside these walls.
Yeah, man. Listen to your boy. Resorts World is a 5-star hotel. You have zero reason to leave that fucking building if you stay in it. Exactly. Unless you going to the show. Unless you going to somewhere you need to go to, you have no reason to leave there.
Right.
It's this for a lot of places. That's why everything's contained on the strip. Because once you get off the strip, Rick, you know.
Listen.
You're right where Tupac got shot at.
I'm about to say, that's the last spot I was at. Second I found that out, I'm like, oh, shit. Well, we staying in the crib.
It's right there. That's an area where you don't want to be at, man.
No, hell no.
Unless you just, if you gotta walk in any of these areas, I would suggest looking up where the fuck you going, putting on the GPS in the headphones, and that should just tell you where to go. Don't even just look down at your phone and look confused like you don't know where you go. Exactly. Listen to where your GPS tell you to go and act confident like you know where you're going.
It's a reason why some of them prices, be more affordable than you think. You know
just off the strip a little bit is a reason.
Yeah.
You'll find out either when you get in there, you're going to see it, or you'll find out in the middle of the night when you hear some shit.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Why can I hear that from my hotel room, bro?
Wow.
Hey, man, I said we was going to circle back on something from a few minutes ago. Here we go, bro.
I'm packing the edge, guess what?
Few peasants.
Who you think it is, man?
Oh, not the old man again.
Who? Cornette?
Nah. I thought it was gonna be Rick, but you got something for him too?
Let's talk about Ric Flair.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Ric Flair. We forgot to talk about Ric Flair.
We did.
What? First of all, do I got the little girl? Do I got the little girl sound? Where the little girl sound at?
Oh my
told
y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all niggas.
I told y'all 2 summers ago. I told y'all before and after Ric Flair's last match that this man was gonna die. This man admitted that he died in that match.
You did.
He went to the doctors, looked at his heart. He got a pacemaker and everything. And the doctor discovered that he had a heart attack in the last 2 years. He asked him, he was just like, he had a heart attack in the last 2 years, right? So Rick couldn't recall a time. He was just like, shit, I ain't had no pain or nothing that I know of. So the doctor was like, in the last couple years, have you passed out at all? This man said, yeah, I passed out during my last match. So yeah, that's I had a heart attack then. He passed out during the last match. If you watch Ric Flair's last match, this man was passed out for a good 3 minutes.
I'm about to say.
He said he passed out twice.
A good portion of it, he wasn't even standing on the apron. He was sitting down on the apron, holding on to that motherfucker.
Rick, man, you gotta sit your old ass down, bro.
Yeah, don't do that shit again.
Because if I gotta come on this show in the next however many months or years, however you got left, if I gotta come on this show with a Ric Flair drip pre-roll and say I'm smoking that Ric Flair pack, now I'm gonna be the bad guy. But that ain't the only reason Ric Flair getting Peasant of the Week. What's the other reason Ric Flair is getting this prestigious award for what I believe is the 3rd time?
Gotta be
the 3rd time.
Oh, well, we can't go out in public no more. Dude goes out to a restaurant called, what was it, Paisanos? Yeah. So he's in there. He's talking to, and video footage came out afterwards, talking to a manager. They going back and forth talking about how some dude saying that he was rude to him. He's saying, "Oh, I wasn't rude, and I was just talking to the manager. I'm taking all these pictures in here to people." You can hear that he's drunk off his ass. He's swearing up and down he wasn't, but you can hear it. Dude was lit. And so the manager's just asking him to leave. He's making a whole big scene about it. And he was capping to the media before the footage came out, and then the footage came out. So you can kind of deduce for yourself. But it's a bad look all the way around. Like,
a nigga guilty when they got to do damage control before we see something.
Yeah, it's a whole bad look. And the worst part is that the shit didn't even look like it was really popping in there. Like, it looked very quiet. So it's like, he was just at the watering hole trying to get, lit up. And he's went around and got a little too aggressive, I guess. Talking a little crazy to the wrong people.
What's new? This man be thinking it's like still the 80s and the 70s again, bro. Like, it's not.
You can't help
it. People, ain't that the whole reason that you talked about how you legitimately didn't have any confidence in the early 2000s? It's because your time was up, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, I know Triple H see Ric Flair in the news and he just feel like Oppenheimer. He's like, I did this. This is my fault. My bad, y'all.
God, Lord. Yeah, because he revamped the shit.
He like, hey. He gave Rick that confidence again. He said, "Yo, roll with me."
He's like, you ain't able to go and hit the town like you used to. So why don't you do it with me? You know what I'm saying? Ugh.
Now he got that second wind, and it's been how many years? It's been 19 years since Evolution ended. He's still thinking in Evolution again.
Yeah.
This nigga start hanging out with Offset, start wearing different crazy looking sparkly suits and shit. Different.
This
who made this, bro?
It's the product of enabling all the time. Because don't nobody sit this motherfucker down and have the horror conversation with him. Like, yo, you're not this guy anymore. I'm sorry. Like, the 1980s was 40 years ago.
Yeah, dude.
Like, time's up. Like, ain't nobody saying you can't be cool. Ain't nobody saying that you can't be, around, but you trying to be 30-year-old you like you was back, that's not cutting it no more. Like,
Nah,
people
man.
giving you your flowers in the mainstream now, that's cool and everything, but that don't mean you got to keep trying to, juice the engine back up. Like, nah, you gotta stop that shit.
And if you ask some people, they think he getting too many flowers.
I mean, I don't know. It's one of the things, like, when you realize that something like becomes more popular than you thought it would, like, didn't nobody think that people was gonna start like wooing and quoting Ric Flair and shit like 10, 12 years ago before it became like popular. We didn't think it was gonna be here, like rappers, making songs about Ric Flair and shit like that. We wasn't there yet. So it's cool to happen. You know what I'm saying? But again, they just giving him ammunition to be like, oh, I'm still him. You know what I'm saying? I still do this shit. Like, nah, you got to stop it.
Truth be told, not as many people care about Ric Flair like that. People still care about Rick. Don't get me wrong, but on that level, nah, fam. It's what them girls tell Charles Barkley in Space Jam. You ain't Ric Flair. You just want to be who look like. Be gone, want to be.
Oh,
the episode title.
Hey, I like it.
Hey, let's get it cracking. Also, so my original peasant of the week, I'm gonna bring it back.
Back in the edit, guess what?
These peasants, you peasants.
Peasant of the week, of course. It took till May, so y'all on pace for 12 of them. Hashtag you niggas.
Bring that ass here, boy.
This is the 5th time I done did this year.
Yeah.
It's always something.
Ooh.
It's always something.
It is.
This week it was, and I wasn't, listen, I saw it. You know that gif of Donald Glover from Community when he coming in with the pizza and everything on fire?
Yep.
I did that. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not getting involved with this. So, like, I don't really know everything that was going on too much, but I know the root of everything, and I'm just going to explain the root here. Apparently, some guy got on Reddit and basically was talking about how Sky Blue was getting heckled by a dude in the front row on Dynamite to the point where it was actually like distracting from the match going on, because you got like Saraya at ringside just going off on somebody, and people think like she just in character. No, she was legit going off on a nigga ringside while the match was live on TV.
Right.
Which like people were saying like it might have been the same dude, because I don't watch Dynamite. I don't know if Saraya and Sky Blue were out there at the same time, or if this is two different instances. Either way, somebody got on there explaining about it, saying like, yo, like y'all motherfuckers need to do better. The fact that people gotta explain this is crazy. Then the screenshot from Reddit made its way over to Twitter, and some mark on Twitter posts a fucking essay.
Oh God.
Like, Elon, you need to pay for your crimes, because why is there so many characters allowed on Twitter now? Hey, this motherfucker had a whole soliloquy, bro. Dude said, quote, some fatherly advice for Sky Blue and all female wrestlers. And he puts this in all caps. Stop showing so much ass.
Oh my God. What?
Unquote, real quick. Unquote, real quick. I'm going to make that a meme of myself. So whenever a wrestler I don't like is on my screen, I'm saying stop showing so much ass. Quote again. Try to look more like a fighter than a stripper. The fishnets are fucking corny. You're making these nerds feel comfortable. The IG thirst traps, the OF, and anything like that is enabling them to think you're a piece of meat. You fucking snowflakes think this is bad? Ask black wrestlers what they had to deal with back in the days. And I'm not making any excuses, just pointing out the obvious so you can go fuck yourselves. Feminism was about y'all having a fair shot at doing what men did with no discrimination, not about showing more ass. Unquote.
Oh my God.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
Oh my God. This
man said, stop showing so much ass.
Like what, bro?
Listen,
like
here's all I'm gonna say about this. My bad, bro.
No, we're not talking about bikini contests. We're not talking about like attitude era shit. Like,
yeah, this is where I was going with.
Like they're wearing
doing this
gear.
under their. Yeah, they're doing whatever they're doing, showing ass. Like, you know, shout out to Katie Forbes, Sky Blue. They're doing that under their own agency now. Like you were saying, this ain't like back in the day we doing bra and panties, bikini contests, shit like that, where after, you know, years, you got Tori Wilson and people coming out was like, yeah, that shit was a little uncomfortable to be doing all the time.
Exactly.
Like, they're doing this under their own agency, bro. Like, what's the big deal? Like, if that's what they want to do, like the dude in the Reddit post said, that don't mean you gotta harass them and be talking crazy. I'll be talking crazy about these wrestlers. Like, I know they look better, a lot better than they did back in the day.
They did.
Like, control your horny level.
Right, exactly. It's like this is why you have women that be saying like, oh, just because I wear X, Y, and Z doesn't give you the right to be acting the way you act. And it's true. It's like, and on top of that too, listen, we're not talking about women from the 50s and 60s. These women have curves and all sorts of stuff going on. They need to be comfortable. Their comfortability does not lead to you saying, okay, this is going to make me act a certain... No. Get your shit together and act like you got some sense. Like, bruh. They are supposed to be getting punished for the fact that, listen, they want to be comfortable and they can't do that because, oh, men are men and they just gonna act the way they act. No. Like, act like you got some sense. You in a public setting. This is that secondhand embarrassment shit that we talk about all the time, because it's like, we can't tell nobody because there be some of y'all out there that do shit like this. And then we gotta be like, oh, well, guess I'm gonna have to wear the paper bag for another week because, you know, person with sense ain't gonna do this shit. Like, but that was raised right, ain't gonna do shit like this. But then it be y'all that just, you gonna sit up here and you want cap. Oh, she was wearing this, that, and the third. She got all her cheeks out and shit like that. So what? You at a wrestling show, you in public. What are you saying right now?
Hey. Said it better than me. And like, you ain't even black. What you bringing up black wrestlers for too? Like,
that's like, come on,
black wrestlers
bro.
Getting heckled back in the day wasn't okay either. Like,
that's what I'm saying. And that's literally because of what they look like as people. Right. Let alone wrestling. We talking about all across the world publicly. Like, this is what happened. Yeah. We're not talking about people getting objectified. We're talking about people getting hated. This is people getting objectified, women getting objectified. You trying to bring racial shit into this. You lost me right there. Like, that was just stupid to bring up. But again, man, like, you go to a concert, Cardi got her cheeks out. You know what I'm saying? Meg got her cheeks out. You don't see motherfuckers rushing the stage trying to got a cop a feel. I'm sure it's niggas that be looking like, oh, yeah. But ain't nobody jumping up on stage acting stupid Ain't nobody, going over the top. The security got to be holding them down. No. So what makes you any different as a wrestling fan just because they spill out into the crowd and they get close and now you're within talking distance. So let me just get what I gotta say out. No, fuck wrong with you? Y'all killing me.
Yeah, man. Man said stop showing so much ass.
That's crazy.
Might need to show you some bitches.
That's what I'm saying.
He one of them marks that be like talking crazy though, and then like talk about I'm trolling. Fuck you, motherfucker. Them motherfuckers is like when they say wrestling fans live in basements, you the niggas they talking about, bro. Yeah. You one of them.
He's hitting that trigger button on purpose.
Yeah, man. Let's get up out of here, dog.
Some people just like to have a hill to die on just so they can play martyr. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, man. This is why it's hard to afford WWE tickets now. They pricing you motherfuckers out.
Thank God.
At my expense.
Yeah.
I would love to be like, shit. Back in the day, tickets used to be kind of cheap, dog. Like, you used to get a decent ticket for like $50.
Listen, SmackDown was out this way last night. You know what I'm saying? The ticket that I bought for it wound up being 40 because we had the discount with SeatGeek. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that ticket that was like $50 in 2022 today was like $90. So
yeah, bro. I sat right by the stage on SmackDown, a draft episode right before COVID. That was like $60 after fees and taxes.
Right.
No discount codes and nothing. I don't want to know what that seat is now. Facts. They haven't ran that arena since that day, but I don't want to know what seat that is and how much it's costing now. They pricing, just like general inflation too, but like they pricing niggas out on top of that.
Facts.
Because y'all be acting crazy.
Yep.
It makes the shows on TV much more enjoyable.
They do.
But you got an asshole with money. You can't stop assholes with money from getting in. Right. Outside of them, they pricing out the motherfuckers that's going to be assholes regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So until we give y'all this award again, let's do better, man. Hey, let's talk about what we watched this past week. Real quick, I want to mention the Bloodline storyline. Because, like, we got a new wrinkle in it. And, like, even though Cody Rhodes is champion, the Bloodline shit is still the most entertaining shit on the show. Shocker.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
We got Solo out here just going crazy on Paul Heyman. Like, basically said, you my bitch. Pretty much.
He having flashbacks to, like, when Roman first did this shit. He was still scared.
At that PTSD, he went and pressed him. It was like, you trying to signal to my brother that you needed help or something? Paul was just like, no. He said, you said you haven't talked to Roman, right? Well, I have. This nigga said he talked to Roman.
That's cap. Totally cap. That means lie.
Nigga ain't talked to no goddamn Roman.
Right.
Paul Heyman don't know that. Nigga told Paul, is like, hey, Roman said you answer to me now in the time being. Listen, when Roman come back, that's going to be bigger than, that's going to be a big ass pop. I can't wait for that. I can't wait to hear that. That's going to be nuts.
We're going to be talking about that in conversation with some high people on the list. Like
Austin.
Yeah, him, Triple H and MSG, like
Rock at I don't know where that was at when he came back in 2011.
Oh,
like Valentine's Day, I think it was. Yeah.
It was sometime. It was right around February, but damn, I don't remember where they was at, but
that was a crazy pop. No, when the Rock came out in Brooklyn versus Rusev,
hey,
that was nasty.
Yeah, that was wild.
It's one Rock pop that was just fire, and the crowd wasn't ready for it. Was when which is crazy when he came out to help Mick versus Evolution.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
That's an underrated Rock pop.
It is.
Cause cause the crowd, Mick was building to it. He was building the pop, and the Rock just darted out there. The crowd was not ready to react.
Facts.
The Rock was just like, nigga, let's get busy. I don't give a fuck about none of that aura shit, nothing.
Facts.
But nah, back to this Bloodline story though. This is like basically every mob movie ever. Which like we've been making Goodfellas references over this shit for years now. Like probably 2021.
Goodfellas, Godfather.
Yeah. Like we saw The Godfather 2 this past week. We've been calling him Fredo Heyman for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
They literally did a scene from The Godfather 2.
Yep.
When they was at their mama funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga said, hey, listen, I kept you alive as long as mama was here. Mama dead now. That's how Solo thinking like shit. We kept you alive as long as Roman was around. Nigga, right. Roman ain't around. I call the shots. If I want you dead, then listen. You dead.
And then he hugging them, but then he looking back at them like
he looked at Tonga. He was at Tonga Low. It was like, you know what it is. That's how Michael looked at his homeboy that killed Fredo.
Yeah, man.
That's exactly how he looked at him. Same shit. Same thing.
It's about to be that time.
Yeah, man. You're gonna have this nigga going into the basement.
Yeah.
Empty ass room. You walk in the room, it's empty. You got no idea. Straight up whack.
You know, say, wise man, we got a promotion for you.
Hey, no, yeah. How can they promote him further though?
Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. What you watched this past week? A little something for y'all to think about, man.
See, outside of this week's shows, I actually don't got nothing wrestling. I actually I went to go see a movie.
Oh shit.
And I might go watch it later tonight again. Cause I was kind of mad in the moment, but I feel like maybe I just need to rewatch it. So I went to go see Challengers. That Zendaya joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
you seen
the fuck is that movie about? No, I have no idea what it's about.
So
like basically, the trailers and the clips and shit I've seen, like, what's the plot here, dog?
So they're all tennis stars, like all three of them. Like she is and both of the guys. But she is like Serena and Venus. Like, so okay. she getting ready to take off, you know what I'm saying, from the time they're in like high school. But they both is like, they just like caught up. They hooked on her. So they meet and they playing each other. They playing each other, and then she's like, you know, whoever wins is gonna get the number. One of them dates her. They break up. Then she marries the other one. They have a kid. Dude goes off and becomes a superstar. The other dude falls off and like living in his car. But her whole thing is like she just loves tennis. Like it don't matter like who you are or whatever you got going on. If you're not about tennis like that, she ain't even tuned in with you. So dude is up here like going crazy, trying to stay on top, get back in the US Open and all this other stuff, because that's what she wants. Meanwhile, he getting miserable, like, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, I'm just doing this for you. You know what I'm saying? But he done lost confidence and shit. So now he got to do this event, the Challengers event. And then other dude was like, yo, I got to get back on my feet. So let me just go show up to this joint. And they play each other in the final. So the whole movie is basically that match between the two of them. But then they start telling, you know, going back and telling the story of how we got here. And it's really crazy because there's a lot of like twists and turns around it. You know, they start peeling a lot of layers back in the story. They really get you hooked in. But then the ending comes and like, I don't want to tell you the ending. But
yeah, hold that.
It pissed me off. But I think I get why they did it. That's why like I gotta go watch it again. Cause I gotta make sense of it. But yeah. It's honestly, that ending aside, it was dope. But then it's like the way they ended it was just like, yo, what's up?
Man. I'm gonna have to get on my Jack Sparrow and check that out.
Yeah, man.
I don't think I can pay money to see that.
I will say this though. They hyped some stuff about this movie in particular. It made it seem like certain shit was going on.
One of these motherfuckers about, but I heard that one of these
motherfuckers is gay. One of these motherfuckers is gay. That's all I'm gonna say. Or bi or something. And it goes from being hinted at to being wildly obvious in that moment that you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's one of them movies. Oh, I gotta
bro. When I was literally sitting there in that scene like this, like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Oh, I gotta verify something real quick.
Yeah, man.
Surprisingly, it's not an A24 movie.
Oh no.
That seemed like some A24 shit.
It did. It really did, especially the way that whole shit went. Like, but man, yeah, it was a lot of
just be making anything.
It was some serious pause going on.
All right, man. That's been on my watch list, but yeah, might have to see what that's hitting on.
So I'm saying, it's a good movie. It's just like, yeah.
Hey. Out of Ayo.
Right.
A little bit else of what I watched this past week, NXT. First off, shout out to Trick Williams and Metaphor. That whole situation is entertaining.
Hey, they tripping.
They wild.
CW ain't gonna have this shit.
Hell no.
Hey, y'all gotta chill.
Y'all wildin'. But I've been having a little bit of beef with NXT the past few weeks. And it was really noticeable this past week. The first half hour of NXT, every segment featured somebody from the main roster, either backstage segment or a match.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't mind when like main roster people be on NXT, like one off, or like they go down there for a few weeks, maybe a month or something. Yeah. But like it's people who can't get over on the main roster and they're going down there having residencies in NXT. Like Corbin was one thing because Corbin helped elevate Braun Breaker more than what he was, or at least gave Braun Breaker something to do before they decided they were ready to bring him up full time. So like I ain't talking about Baron Corbin. I'm talking about people like Ivar, who I think has been down there way longer than he needs to have been.
Yeah.
Like he's played his role.
That was a one-match deal. Wasn't supposed to happen again, so I don't know.
Why am I seeing Ivar in the very first match of the show?
Yeah.
That's one thing. I love Natty and Shayna. But like what they needed to do was done last week at Spring Breaking. Why are they still around? Why is Shayna getting wins on NXT? Didn't she win enough when she was down there the first time? I thought she won way too much often than she did. She was there in 2019.
Yeah, she did that. She unlocked all the achievements in NXT.
Yeah, it's like when I go back and play Grand Theft Auto and I'm doing shit and I already done beat the story. Like I can't do nothing much else on this shit. Like we told y'all what y'all need to do with Shayna Baszler.
Exactly.
Do that. More on that in a second. But then you got like Chelsea. Like Chelsea's cool because like she just got there a couple weeks ago. Like she just started being around and doing her own thing. After she lost to Roxanne this past week, I do not need to see Chelsea Green on NXT.
Yeah.
She's on SmackDown for a reason. Leave her ass on SmackDown. She did what needed to be done on NXT. The whole half hour. You got the Good Brothers. They still down there. And they was getting wins a couple months back for some reason.
Yeah.
Put nobody over. They're just there. Like I said, it's the people who can't get over on main roster TV. And now they go out, going and taking away developmental TV time.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
I don't like it.
Like, you know how long Becky was down there for NXT?
Oh.
A cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Ironically, Becky Lynch owns a coffee shop, but a cup of coffee.
And the thing
That's
was
how it
like,
need to be.
and it was like it was done with a purpose. Like y'all, they just sending them down there just to have matches with random people with no direction. That's stupid. Becky went down there to go elevate some people. She helped put Tiffany on the mat with a main event match. She put Lyra Valkyria over as the next women's champion. She had the NXT title for like what, a month, 2 months?
Yeah,
but in that time,
at max.
Yes, and in that time span, she helped elevate 2 stars who are now both on the main roster, ready to go. This shit,
both in the Queen of the Ring.
Same thing. Exactly. This ain't the same thing we talking about.
Yeah. I already mentioned Corbin, which for some reason we talk about. Braun Breaker is not in the King of the Ring, I don't think.
He's not? No, he's not. Yeah, with that. And we was never told why neither. Like, he pulled up on Pierce about it. He said, let's talk about it in my office, and we never found out.
I mean, shit. I got some comments on the King of the Ring here in a moment for this year. But I do want to talk about I had to go back and watch the old King of the Ring pay-per-view. So I had to watch probably the most famous King of the Ring in 1998. That is known for Mankind versus Undertaker, Hell in a Cell. And then also Kane won his first world championship from Stone Cold Steve Austin in a first blood match. Lost the belt 24 hours later. I forget how I didn't see that match because I didn't watch it. I ended up falling asleep. Mm-hmm. Woke up, Hell in the Cell was on. So I just turned it off and I never started back up. But I forget how Austin lost the belt in First Blood. It was some bullshit though.
I think it was Taker. Cause he can't cause Taker came out and Mick came out again.
Yeah, that happened.
And they had brought the cell down, and I forget if he was. I want to say he was swinging at Kane or something like that.
Oh yeah, Taker hit him with the chair. That's what
he hit Stone Cold with the chair, and that made him bleed. That's all the ref saw, so he rung the bell.
Yeah,
but it's like you knew what was going to happen anyway, because it was one of the things like
Kane couldn't bleed.
Kane is wearing a mask, he got the shirt on, like all the cross. Like, where is he gonna bleed at? Like, so we knew what time it was, but you just had to set it up right.
Yeah, Austin won it back next night though.
Yep.
And Kane won a world championship for 12 years.
Sheesh.
Not counting the ECW title.
No, hell no.
And it's still 10 years counting the ECW title. So shout out to that. This might piss y'all off. Both of those matches were promoted as main events the whole night. That was 26 years ago. This ain't nothing new, is all I'm saying.
I mean, listen, they both were main event matches at the end of the day.
Like, telling y'all.
The Hell in a Cell is cemented in lore. And a title match is the world title match is a main event with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
With Stone Cold? Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
Facts. And then, of course, the King of the Ring, Ken Shamrock, won that. I think he's a forgotten King of the Ring.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, niggas forgot he won that shit. Beat The Rock in the finals, too.
Yeah.
But this man, technically beat The Rock at Mania, but then it got overturned, and then he beat The Rock at King of the Ring. Yeah, The Rock used to lose to a lot of people. The Rock has lost to mad niggas.
Yep.
Shout out to Shamrock, TNA Hall of Famer. And I'm going to make the push right now. The Hall of Fame is in Vegas next year.
It just makes sense.
Ken Shamrock, Vegas legend. This man live in like Reno, I think.
Yeah.
So you don't live that far. You can hop on the road if you want to and be right here. Come on, man. You can put that work in Vegas all them years.
Hey, an OG Young King once said, it writes itself.
Yes, absolutely. Let's talk about this year's King of the Ring. We got the King and Queen of the Ring. Quarterfinal matches coming up this week, I believe. Ilya Dragunov versus Jey Uso.
Ooh. That's about to slap, boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Jey Uso was an injury replacement for, I think Finn Balor.
No, Drew.
Drew. Yeah.
He was
He
scared
faced
the match
Finn
with Finn.
Balor. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. We got Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes.
Hey.
Hey, Melo been talking greasy too to niggas.
Facts.
I ain't mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther versus either Kofi Kingston or Rey Mysterio.
Shit. Next.
I feel sorry for them little niggas, whoever that's gonna be.
Indeed. Hey, Kofi already got his chest chopped in. He don't need another one.
Oh yeah,
let Ray take that.
Facts. This is the only time I'm gonna advocate for Kofi Kingston to lose, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to see
like,
Kofi get done like that.
So yeah, man. Ray
I
can
want
take
Gunther and Ray to face each other, and I want Gunther to say, "I'm gonna beat you like you should have did your son" or some shit like that.
Hey, listen, Ray can take that L. He been accustomed over the last couple of years.
And then rounding that out, you got Tama Tonga versus either LA Knight or Santos Escobar.
Ooh.
That should be good, whoever that is. Santos and LA Knight gonna be nice too, though.
Yes, sir.
And then in the women's Queen of the Ring quarterfinals, we got Lyra Valkyria versus Zoe Stark. Y'all know who I want to win, but I know what y'all about to do, WWE.
What to say is, there's no wrong answers here, unfortunately.
Yeah, we know Lyra gonna win that though. This one is the one I'm probably looking forward to the most. Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill.
It feels so good.
Can't wait for that one. Shout out to Jade and Piper Niven the other night though.
Yo.
Piper Niven made Jade look like $1,100 billion.
Indeed.
Shout out to Piper on that.
Facts.
I'm interested to see how Nia does it. Cause that's a kind of a drop off in talent. I love Nia. I'm just saying she ain't no Piper Niven in that ring.
Oh no.
So
we just gonna call it. Listen, she done a lot better. She is far improved from where she was years ago. She is not Piper Niven. No. Her and Kaylee Ray, Nia's not doing that. I'm sorry, not yet.
No. And then we got Io Sky versus Shayna Baszler or Zelina Vega. Y'all know who's supposed to win that.
Yes.
You should know what time it is. Hey, Io and Shayna might go crazy if that's the direction they go.
I need it.
Need that. And then we got Bianca versus either Michin or Tiffany Stratton. And I forgot to mention in my little mini rant on NXT, Michin was around there too. Which again is fine because she coming around for a ladder match. That's her bread and butter.
Exactly. She got to get a lick back.
Yeah. But don't have her doing too much after that ladder match, though. Is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. How we feeling about both tournaments so far, man? I'm a little salty because some matches y'all was promoting.
Yeah.
And then just soon as the night come, it's just like, oh yeah, they not gonna be able to. And in the words of Kevin Garnett, why the fuck would you show me if I couldn't have it?
That's a fact.
Why would you show me Lyra Valkyria versus Asuka if I couldn't have it?
That's what I'm saying.
Why would you show me for the first time ever Kofi Kingston versus Rey Mysterio if I was just gonna take that off of the show?
Talk to him.
Which y'all might be putting it back on the show this week, which then I'll take away my rant. But that don't because it don't make up for the fact that y'all told me I could see Tama Tonga versus Bobby Lashley until the day of. And y'all knew Bobby wasn't gonna be able to compete.
Yeah, they knew on Monday. So
y'all did that on Monday, and y'all did that. Like y'all knew Drew wasn't gonna be able to compete.
Right.
Because they had a report a few weeks ago that he wasn't in,
They was talking about his elbow for a week after Mania. So
and y'all promoting him for a tournament. What's with this bait and switch? That's not cool.
It's terrible.
I know card subject to change, but y'all can't promote niggas that just the rumors is out there already that they ain't gonna be. Come on, dog.
That situation. Card subject to change is like what happened TLC all them years ago when everybody had mumps, you know what I'm saying, going into the weekend. Like,
Roman
y'all
having
knew
COVID.
exactly. Y'all knew on Monday that Bobby was hurt and still promoted him all the way up until what, Thursday? Friday. That's deceitful. That's what that is.
Y'all knew Drew was hurt at Mania
Right.
and still put him in attorney, dog. That's crazy. That's
He
crazy.
was wearing the sleeve on the live events. Like soon as they went on tour, he was wearing the sleeve, and they reported it. So it's like,
yeah, man.
Come on now.
A shout out to Ilya Dragunov and Ricochet. Going crazy.
They cooked.
Man.
And Ricochet big mad too.
Hey, look, you still got that speed title.
Which they ain't let him come out with. Well,
yeah, what was up with that?
Are we doing this thing again where certain titles just don't exist?
Like, we don't need to do that. Because how y'all gonna acknowledge that he the speed champion? He don't got no belt on TV. Or is this a thing that Twitter was just like, hey, no, like this our belt. It can only appear on our shit. Which then I understand.
But still,
I don't get it, but I understand. But like, y'all could at least let niggas know, like
any other day, y'all don't got no problem showcasing how many championships y'all want to showcase on TV. Y'all have one that was just won, and well, we just sit that shit in the back. We'll just put it up next to your name, and he won this championship.
Yeah, y'all tripping. On the women's side, Nia Jax and Naomi, that was going crazy.
Hell yeah.
Y'all both went crazy. Shout out to y'all. And probably my match of the week, Gunther and Sheamus.
Woo!
Yeah, man. In the words of Mr. Ettore Ewing.
Big meaty man slapping me.
Did I say his last name right? Ewing? Owen?
I think so.
Niggas out here named Ettore. Shout out to my man Big Ettore, man.
That's the real African names out here.
He ain't even African, I don't think. I think it's people Caribbean.
What?
He like Jamaican and something else.
That's crazy.
Oh, we're gonna find it's Googleable.
It is.
I knew he was Caribbean because his name is Ettore, though.
That makes sense. It do.
Yeah. Jamaican and Montserratian.
Did
I say that right? From Montserrat, which is a Caribbean island. So yeah.
Okay. Damn.
He the real Jamaican in the New Day.
I was about to say, like, yo, if he ever come back, you know what I'm saying, you want to pull that gimmick out real quick. I need him to
come out the SOS. That go crazy.
I need him to. I need to look at Kofi like, hey, this is how it's done. To just break out in some full patois.
Low key, have they done that before? Because that would have made a lot of sense if they just referenced that back in the day.
Did they?
It was probably some low key shit that nobody picked up on. It was just like some inside joke shit.
Probably.
Now I feel like I gotta go back and watch every promo they've ever done.
Yep. Oh, they had what was it? The time machine joint.
Oh yeah, he said that was my best year.
Yeah. They played the music and everything, and he was like, "Oh hell no,
yeah.
we ain't doing this." I mean,
that was a good little, yeah, that was a good 2 years and a half that Kofi had back then.
Oh yeah,
we already talked about that last week.
Till he ran into Randy and was like,
stupid. Hey man,
that's back when Randy was a dickhead.
Yeah, he chilled out a lot. I'm glad he got the self-awareness. Like, yeah, nigga, I was tripping back then.
Right. Wild.
Yeah, we got this Saudi King and Queen of the Ring show coming up though. So of course we're gonna have the finals from both of those tournaments. So we gonna have Who we gonna have actually? We either gonna have Lyra Valkyria, Zoe Stark, Io, Shayna, or Zelina versus Nia, Jade, Bianca, Michin, or Tiff. So yeah,
Man.
who I want, I don't know. Trying to
All
think
right.
now.
Give me Bianca Shayna. Either way, I won't be mad. I mean, I'll probably still be mad, but
I'll be mad because I want Shayna to win, but I
Right.
don't need Bianca losing to Shayna again.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll be okay either way.
But then I feel like Tiff gonna beat Bianca this upcoming week though, or whenever that match gonna happen. I know Tiff beat Michin,
Oh yeah.
but I feel like Tiff gonna go over Bianca, and then we're gonna get not Bianca. We're gonna get Jade versus Tiff maybe,
Okay.
and we
I'll be
might
alright with
get
that.
Jade versus somebody from Raw in the finals. It's probably the direction. We'll probably get Jade and like Io,
I'd be cold.
and Jade gonna win it all. That's my pick. And
Hey,
then
I'm
on the
alright with
men's
that, too.
side, my pick is either Gunther or Jay Uso. Nobody from SmackDown is winning this tournament.
Oh no. It's going through 100%. Anybody else is just consolation prize. Like, it'll probably be like, well, I don't even know on the SmackDown side no more because y'all took so many people out.
Lashley and shit.
Yeah, man. Because Lashley and
SmackDown
Gunther in the
side-
final. Listen, Lashley and Gunther in a final would have been.
That would have been crazy. I think we're gonna get
wild.
LA Knight and Gunther on the men's side.
I can
I
see
can
that.
see LA and Gunther. That
Yeah.
probably make the most sense to me.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, let's get that cracking, man. The other matches we got on the show so far, which I think probably just gonna have these 5, might get one more. Sammy putting that title on the line versus Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. I'm gonna need that American hero Chaz Betts to get the job done this time.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Need it.
It's an Olympic year, bro. We gotta have an Olympian win it
Yep.
right in time for the Olympics, right before the summer. We need that
expeditiously.
Yes. We got Becky Lynch versus Liv Van Dam for the women's title. And then they just announced this one on Friday. Champ versus champ. The WWE champ versus the US champ. Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. And I'm going to say this right now. Episode 243, I believe. I'm saying it right now. Logan Paul is going to walk out of his hometown in Cleveland, Ohio as the WWE champion. We just planting the seeds for that right now. Because this one non-title. Saudi Arabia non-title. SummerSlam going to be for all the marbles.
You didn't say that.
I did.
Tell me you did it. Just say that. Oh, you tripping. Oh, no.
Said it right here.
I'm not here for that.
I said it right here. I'm clipping it up.
Here for that. You're gonna see cancel Peacock
Hey.
all over Twitter.
May 11th. Saturday, May 11th, episode 243. I said that. What day is SummerSlam? Hold on, we find out what day SummerSlam is. I think it's in July.
End of July? Last week in July?
A few weeks after Money in the Bank, I believe. August 3rd, actually.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, August 3rd. 3 months from now. We're going to be like, man, TC was right. Logan Paul going to win the WWE title in Cleveland. Why else you think they doing the show in Cleveland? What other reason would there be to do a show in Cleveland?
I mean, it really is.
This is on the football field of a team that once lost every single game, bro.
True.
This is on the football field of a team that in like a 2-year stretch won one game.
I mean, it did that in Detroit last year too. I don't know who loves Detroit as far as wrestlers go.
But listen, as far as like recent shit goes, one, they did a WrestleMania in Detroit before. They ain't never did no WrestleMania in Cleveland. Never will.
Nope.
That's my thing. And then look at the past couple years of both of them teams. Look at what the Lions have done in the past couple years. They good. They got Jared Goff. They got them a quarterback now. Jared Goff was what, number 1 overall?
He was.
They got number 1 overall quarterback that they had to trade Matt Stafford for, who won them nothing. Jared Goff won them a playoff game. I don't think Matt Stafford ever did that. Might have won one.
Well, I think it was one.
Jared Goff already better playoff performer than Matt Stafford was.
Whoa.
Brown.
Wait. In Detroit or just in general?
In general.
Bro, Stafford got a ring.
All right, hold on. I don't care.
Stafford got a ring.
I don't care, bro. Did he win an MVP?
No.
Or was that the defense?
Stafford in 1 year took him to a chip.
The defense took him to a chip. This ain't a football podcast, but the defense took him to a chip. I'm not giving him credit for that. I never have, and I never will.
Stafford was a solid QB playing for Detroit. If Stafford wasn't playing in Detroit, he would have.
Stafford is not. He's not a Hall of Famer.
I ain't saying he a Hall of Famer. I'm saying he a better. I could put him as a better playoff QB than Jared Goff was. Jared Goff ain't even. Jared Goff got to 1 Super Bowl and couldn't do nothing with Todd Gurley. That was terrible.
He went against a great defense, bro.
I hear you, but
now you discredited my team. I feel disrespected.
No, I'm not even. I'm not. You couldn't score us. You couldn't score but 3 points the whole game. They could have lost.
Tom Brady scored 9 points. We gonna say Tom Brady?
I'm saying. Listen, they could have. It could have been 35-38. New England still wins. At the end of the day, you scored 3 points, and you listen.
Tom Brady threw 1 touchdown.
I get it. It was a defensive game all the way around. But listen, Jared Goff was doing all this shit. That whole year, Jared Goff was going crazy. And this was when him and Patrick Mahomes had that duel on Monday Night Football. They was talking about him like he was neck and neck with this dude. And he get to the playoffs and was cool until that last game. I get it. It's Bill. It's the Patriots with Tom Brady. Damn it. He wasn't. Matt Stafford would have scored more than 3 points. That's all I'm saying.
I don't even remember who the Rams faced. Who they faced? The Bengals? No, it wasn't the Bengals.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Bengals beat the Chiefs?
What was the score?
Or the Bills?
Yeah. Now they beat the Chiefs.
Oh, this shit's a blur, man.
Yeah.
I say that to say, Detroit, they got Jared Goff. They got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Aiden Hutchinson, Jahmyr Gibbs. They cool. Look at what Cleveland done did in the last couple years. $200 million guaranteed to the freaky ass nigga.
Hey. Massage Parlor Watson on the case.
Hey. Deshaun Watson.
Freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside.
Oh, man.
Back to the wrestling, though.
Facts.
Logan Paul can cut the funniest promo ever in history this Friday? That's what I meant.
Friday.
This upcoming Friday. They in Jacksonville.
Oh, Lord.
Logan Paul promo versus Cody in Jacksonville. He has the opportunity to piss a lot of people off. I'm here for it.
Listen,
I thought what Grayson did was bad.
If it hits, that'll be the first time I ever give any kudos to Logan Paul.
And then I'm gonna come on here like, man, I told y'all he was that dude. Hey, man.
Man.
Young Kings Wrestling, man. We've come to the end of the road Appreciate y'all listening this far in. Let's plug our socials and get up out of here, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all can find me at RickHavoc24 everywhere. Also, you can find the Havoc Hour, where I talk sports and entertainment on all streaming platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling, Anchor, X, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and the video versions up on YouTube. All the content is out now.
And I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Follow me on whatever platforms. Twitter, TC Fontaine, Instagram, TC.Fontaine. Check out my photography, FOYflix.com. And of course, Young Kings Wrestling everywhere at YK Wrestling, YKWrestling.com. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We've been putting in some work on the YouTube channel, some consistent work in the last month. Finally, we've hit 1,000 subs on YouTube.
Hey, let's go.
All it took was posting some consistent videos that people actually want to see.
There we go.
What a concept, bro.
Well, we need to start giving some hot takes every now and then.
Listen, because we've been giving hot takes the last couple months, and they've been kind of getting the follows in. So,
hey,
listen, that's the
we
shit.
ain't got no problem being controversial over here.
What's that quote from Dark Knight? Die and be a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Indeed.
I've tried to stay away from the hot take culture so long because I just felt like that would delegitimize us.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the subs is coming in. Might have to ramp it up. Might have to get on my skip playlist.
Right, we gonna do some skipping Stephen A out here because, listen, I don't got no problem being controversial. I really don't.
Now I understand why Sir Wilkins be so angry all the time on them clips.
Yo, listen.
Because that's what the people want to see.
I'm telling
they
you.
They want to see a nigga get hype and angry talking about what they passionate about.
His whole, bruh, angry black man on tape.
He got the face expressions and everything.
Oh, man.
That makes sense that he wrestled. He a good worker.
Exactly. He be sounding like he ready to fight all the time.
Oh, God. Shout out to Jobber Tears, man.
Facts. When y'all coming on the show, man?
Hey, man. Got to keep hitting them up. Yeah. Let's not be thirsty about it. We ain't thirsty or nothing. I'm just
nah. We just trying to link. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to link and,
we gonna have to wait till Wale Mania next year.
Hey, maybe. That's cool.
That's where all the networking gonna take place, though.
Right. I ain't mad at it.
Hey, the networking next year about to be crazy.
Woo!
I'm gonna get a head start though. I'm about to go back to some shows coming up. There's some shit coming up. So
thanks.
I have to get back out here, start showing my face, be like, man, it's been a couple years. It really has been. I ain't been since I think the last show I did locally was a holiday show at the end of 2022.
Damn.
Yeah. I know, man.
Hey,
I know I'm terrible.
We gotta get a Young Kings Wrestling event the week of. Man. We go
Facts.
out. We go out here. We gotta have versus featuring Young Kings Wrestling or something. You know what I'm saying?
Something. Might have to talk business. Might have to talk them dollars first, so I got an idea.
Facts.
That's the thing. We gotta talk dollars first thing.
Yeah.
So niggas can prep.
Right.
I'll do that shit. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Thanks. Trey Songz. Where he at, man? Not in real life. We don't want to know where you at. You can stay that way in real life.
I ain't heard your name yet, so.
Hey, listen, that's good that we ain't hearing his name.
Right.
Keep it that way. Tyrese's voice.
But I'll be back to hold you down. I don't want to leave.
But we got to go right now. And we're going to be back next week with another one, DJ Khaled. Another one. Young Kings Wrestling, TC Fontaine. Wreak havoc. We out of here. Go.
Go.